everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we are going to be doing a declutter as well as going through my entire lipstick and lip glosses and just all the lip things, the whole thing. We're gonna go and look through all of it and you guys can see what I have, what I am planning on getting rid of that I just don't use, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. First up, we have 4 shades from Marc Jacobs. This is easily one of my favorite lip glosses. The purple one is actually what started me on Marc Jacobs, and I can definitely say that even though all 4 of these do look like some level of pigmented, they are more of a sheer formula, and so I really like that it just provides like a tiny bit of pigment on there. They do also have a little bit of a mint scent slash taste to them, but not the same as like if you have a plumping lip gloss where the mint is indicative of that tingling feeling. This is not the case with this at all. It's just a normal lip gloss, and so you don't get that tingling feeling with it. It's just more of a refreshing minty taste. So keeping all of those. Next up are 2 shades from Sisley, which is definitely more of a luxury brand. It's a little bit more pricey, but I will say that the lip glosses, considering that it is a luxury brand, was far more reasonable than I was expecting. I really like both of these shades. I use them a decent amount, especially this hot pink one that is super duper sparkly. As you can see, the camera's just like going crazy. The application of these is very interesting because it's not actually like a normal applicator. Don't mind this, that's stained pigment from eyeshadow looks that I did before. It's like a brush, and so you can see the actual bristles on there, and you can see how sheer it is, just a nice little bit of glitter that it provides on there. But the brush I thought was kind of an interesting choice, but I actually really like it. It goes on super smooth, not very sticky, and so I definitely really like the Sisley glosses, so I will be keeping both of these. Next up, we have all of my Copacetic cosmetics products. So we have 4 lip glosses and 3 liquid lipsticks. The liquid lipsticks are definitely more like intense of colors than what I normally use. So you can see just a nice evergreen, more of a like periwinkle blue, and then a sky blue. However, a friend of mine told me that you can also use them as like eyeshadows, and so I'll be keeping them to test that out as well. And then we have 4 that are just your standard lip glosses. This deep red is absolutely gorgeous. This guy has a bit of like a pink to blue shift to it that you can kind of see in there, and then this is more of like a peachy gold. All 3 very nice. This guy came in one of the subscription boxes, and it's definitely more of like a statement piece with all of the little spade pieces that are in there. I wouldn't tend to wear this really at all with that, and so it just ends up becoming like a clear gloss because I would just take the little pieces off, and so I don't really wear it all that much, but I will be keeping it just primarily as like a collector's item. But yeah, I don't really wear this guy too much because I have other clear glosses that I prefer. Then we come to my McGrath lip products that I have. So we have 2 of the full-size glosses that are very nice. They have like a deeper red with gold speckles and then a lighter peachy champagne with a little bit of pink in there. Both are very nice. I like them a lot, and so I will definitely be keeping those. Then we have 3 smaller ones that I also use. This guy I definitely use a lot more. It's like the lightest of pinks with like ever so slight of like a champagne-y bespecklement on there, but very pretty. Then this guy is a deeper shade that's more, it is a gloss, but this is more of a cream shade, and because it is such a deeper shade, I don't really wear it all that much. And then this guy is a very strong gold shade, so I think out of the 3 of them, I definitely wear both of these, but the middle one I don't, and so I do plan to declutter this one. Then we have 6 of the lipsticks, and part of why I really like them is the packaging. I think it's stunning. So this first one is a very nice kind of corally pink shade, very pretty. And then this guy, the packaging alone was like why I got it, and the shade is definitely a deeper kind of matte mauve-y tone, and so I don't wear it a ton, but it is actually kind of flattering on me because it's not too deep of a shade, and because it's more on the matte side, it doesn't look odd, and so I do wear it on occasion. Then we have this guy, which is a really nice kind of peachy tone. I have not worn it yet because I did just recently pick it up, but it does look like a really pretty shade, so I'm excited to try that out. Then we have this guy, which does perform a bit more like a balm. It's very sheer, just has ever so slight some pinkish speckles on there, but it comes across like a balm with how it lays on the lip. It's not like a lipstick. Then the packaging on this one, again, is primarily why I got it. It's absolutely stunning. And this shade of red is just absolutely gorgeous. Has a little bit of some pink shine to it, but just the most gorgeous of reds, and so I really, really like this shade. And then this guy I also got because of the packaging. I thought it was just a really pretty design, and this is also, again, kind of more of a matte shade, a little bit lighter and more on the pinkish side than the other one was. I will be keeping all of those, so just one that I am decluttering from the Pat McGrath line. Next up, we have all of my Kaleidos shades, of which 3 are the lip glosses, so they are known as the Lucid Lip. So these are the 3 shades. You have, kind of similar to the Pat McGrath line, this is more of like a pinkish champagne, then definitely a red with some gold sparkle, and then this guy runs a little bit more magenta-y purple, but they are all 3 very, very nice lip glosses. Absolutely love them. I think the only thing that I find sad with the lip glosses is that they don't have much of a scent to them, which I feel like is a missed opportunity because I absolutely love when lip glosses have a scent. Then the lip tonics are the liquid lip that they have, and so we have 2 shades, one that is a very, very blood red lip, and the other one that is more of a neutral toned, kind of brownish, which I think when I saw it on the website, I thought that it was going to be a bit more on the peachy side, and it was not the case, and so I think I am going to declutter this guy just because I don't wear this shade. It would just blend right into my lips, and it would look like I have no lips at that point. So I will declutter this guy. I'm keeping the red. Then we have the 4 lip clays that I recently picked up, and of the 4, I absolutely love the hot pink one. It's so pretty. I'm gonna keep the blue because it is a very interesting shade and I kind of want to play around with it a little bit more. I'm also gonna keep the deeper red, but I think that this guy, again, it kind of has the same issue as the lip tonic, that it's more of a brown shade that I would never really wear. So I do plan to declutter this guy as well. So 2 that we are decluttering from Kaleidos. Next up, we have all of my Fenty products that I have, of which 6 of them are the gloss bombs. This is the only full-size one. The other 5 are the smaller, like miniature ones that you can get in the sets. And I absolutely love them. They smell amazing, they look amazing. I mean, this guy right here and then the white one I use all the time. I really love the hot pink one as well. I do also on occasion wear these guys because they are not so pigmented to where it would look like I literally have gold lips. They're very nice with just providing a little bit of like a shine and a little bit of a tint. And then, I mean, this pink one is also very, very nice. So keeping all of those. I will, however, be decluttering this guy. This is a very, very deep brown tone, which for me does not look particularly appealing. And so I do plan to declutter this guy because I just never wear a shade that's that shade. Next up, we have 3 from Gloss Tea, which is an indie brand that I just recently came across through Manny MUA. And they have, like, I think their packaging is the primary thing that's super duper appealing. They have this really cute honey one that is like a very sheer gold lip gloss, has little boba beads at the bottom. It's super duper cute, smells very, very sweet. I think the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is that it is a very small, short applicator, so I do sometimes have a tendency to bump my lip on the top portion, but it's so cute, and so no matter what, I would keep it even if I didn't use it just because the packaging is adorable. And then we have these other 2 that are also absolutely adorable. This guy is like a little milk bottle, and it's also a lip gloss that is more on like the sheer with a little bit of a lilac-y glitter in it. Also has the boba beads at the bottom. Smells super sweet. And yeah, I mean, the packaging is just beyond cute. And then this guy is more sheer than you would think. It does not come across like this shade of brown at all. And when I tell you, the smell of this is like the sweetest chocolate. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It is the hot chocolate shade, and oh my gosh, it's so good. So I am keeping all 3 of those. Then we have the 3 from Rare Beauty. I had kind of mentioned these in my Rare Beauty video that I had done. I do like the shades. I think they're very pretty. They're more of like the corally hot pinks that I like. and they don't dry down too bad, and so I don't mind the formula for them. And then this guy is more of just a light coral kind of peachish tone, and it performs like a balm. And so I do plan to keep all 3 of these. All right, next up we have my 3 Clarity Cosmetics products. And these are all glosses. However, this one is more of like a metallic gloss. And then these 2 perform more as creams. And I really like these 2 shades. I think that they're very pretty, even though this one is a little bit deeper, still very nice. And this one has a nice goldish kind of sheen to it. This guy, however, is a little bit too much on like the cool toned brownish side for me, and so I am going to declutter this one. Next up we have my 2 Linda Hallberg products, and both of these guys are very red products. The first that we have on here is like that orangey red, absolutely beautiful, performs a bit more like a balm rather than a lipstick. I would say it's like halfway between the 2, and I absolutely love this shade. It is so pretty, and it's definitely a little bit more moisturizing on the lips, so I really like that, plus the packaging is very nice and Gucci. Then we have this guy, which is very red, and I used this also in one of my luxury videos, and surprisingly it turned out really nice, and so I wasn't mad at it at all. I love the gold. It's very pretty, and so I do plan to keep both of these. Then we have my 4 Stila lip products. I have 3 glosses, and then this thicker guy is what they call a lip vinyl. Performs a little bit more like a cross between a stain and somewhat of a gloss, but definitely not as glossy as these guys. And you can see these 2 shades are kind of similar, but it is a very different formula, and I absolutely love these. This guy is definitely one of my absolute favorite shades. It is so pretty with like the pink shine along with the more corally shade that's the base to it. Oh my god, I love it. These other 2 are also equally very pretty, and the Stila one I actually just like for like if I'm gonna do a Halloween look, I'll put it on over a black like a matte black lipstick, and it is so pretty with the reflex that you can see. So I will be keeping the 3 of them. I don't really use this guy all that much, even though it is in a shade that I absolutely love. It's just not something I reach for all that much. I definitely reach for this guy so much more, and so I'm just going to declutter this because it's just sitting there. And we have 3 from Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's brand, and these are all 3 glosses. You have 2 that are more on the shimmery side, of which this guy is obviously your very shimmery, but both of them are more metallic-y shimmers. And then we do have one that's more on the cream side, but this one does line up a bit more on the beigey neutral side, but not quite as like brownish toned as some of the others that I decluttered. And I absolutely love all 3 of these, so I will be keeping all 3 of them. They smell amazing. If you like glosses that have a really nice scent to them, these smell so good. Then, because I am a girl that grew up in the 80s and 90s, I have 3 from Victoria's Secret, and these are 3 really cute glosses, of which this guy is probably the like most close to a creme, but it does have a little bit of some gold speckles in there. And then these 2 are just very shiny metallic-y shades. This one runs a bit more purple but has a really pretty gold sheen to it, and I like all 3 of them. They smell really nice, they look really nice, and so I'm keeping them. Then we have from the British brand Spoiled Lips. It's also an indie brand. We have 3 different forms of liquid lipstick. We have a matte very hot pink, then we have a metallic lighter rose pink, and then we have this extra light yellow one. It doesn't come across as super yellow. It's more so just like a sheer with a little bit of a goldish shine to it. But I don't really reach for this all that much. And the formula is a little bit more on the dry side. And so out of the 3 of them, I am going to declutter this yellow one. I will, however, keep the 2 pink shades. Then we have 3 products from Hourglass. And this is a really nice lip gloss. I don't really purchase from Hourglass anymore, so these are just kind of remnants of what I still have. I do like this one. The applicator is pretty nice for it. It's like a little bit of a thicker applicator, which I think is good, and it smells very nice. It's a pretty shade, so I will keep this. These were 2 trial sizes that I had gotten of lip products, and I just am not a huge fan of them, and so I am just gonna go ahead and declutter both of them. This is more of a hot pink shade, and then this guy was more of like burnt rose type shade, but I just don't really reach for either of these ever, and so I'm gonna go ahead and just declutter them. Then we have all of my Glam Light lip glosses that I just recently got. I talk about 5 of the 6 in a recent video, and I absolutely love all of them. They smell amazing, and so even if the colors weren't that great, I would keep them just for the smell. But they're so, so nice. I do like how they kind of, after a little bit of wear, the glossiness does kind of dissipate a little bit, but it leaves just a really nice kind of moisturized lip feeling, but you do still get the slight lip tint and a little bit of the whatever glitter is in there that remains on the lip, and so it is kind of a nice longer wear for at least the shade, but the gloss does dissipate. But no matter what, I am keeping them smell alone. They smell amazing. Then I have 2 Bobbi Brown products, of which I wear this lip gloss like all the time. It is super sheer, just provides like a little bit of some bespecklement on there, and it is very, very nice. I really enjoy it. Very similar to how the Marc Jacobs lip products have a little bit of a minty smell. The Bobbi Brown one is very similar to that, but again, not a lip plumping type thing. It's just a normal smell without the plumping effect, and you can kind of see where it's already like down to here because I use it a lot. Then this guy is a little bit of a thicker shade. It's a liquid lipstick, more on the metallic side, and it is a very pretty pink shade, and so I do plan to keep this one as well. Then we have 2 from Beauty Bakery. Both of these are liquid lipsticks, and I really like the packaging. You can kind of see it almost looks like a unicorn spiral on there. It's very, very pretty, and both shades are super duper nice, so I am going to keep both of them as well. Next up, we have 2 of my Lethal lip glosses, which are absolutely beautiful. This is more of a magenta shade, and then this guy is a really pretty purple to almost bluish shift. I absolutely love these. They are so, so pretty. I will say that the gloss formula on there does dry down a little bit more than I would like, but upon initial application, if you're just looking for something that's like really gorgeous for photos, these are the ones, so I'm definitely keeping both of these. Then I have 2 lip products from Too Faced, of which we have one that is one of the lip injections, which I really do like. I enjoy the lip plumping effect, and this guy definitely does that. And it has like a little bit of this reddish tint to it, but honestly, when you apply it to the lips, it doesn't do that at all. It's very sheer. And so I'm definitely keeping that guy. This one, it's a very pretty shade, but it's very reminiscent of a couple of the Pat McGrath shades that I have, and honestly, like I don't really ever reach for this one, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. Then we have my 5 from ColourPop. So we have every form of lip gloss that you could possibly get from them. So we have 2 of the more luxe formula ones. We have this really nice kind of pink one that is very pretty. I wear it a decent amount. It smells really nice too. And then I recently picked up the Bambi one that has Flower on it, because Flower was one of my favorite Bambi characters, and I just really like the kind of lighter purplish lilac-y tone to it. Still very sheer, so you don't get a ton of that on there, but really like both of those, definitely keeping them. Then we have these 3, of which we have one from the Disney Villains collection that is this deeper red, and that's kind of what I was talking about with the Too Faced one. I have this shade many times over, but I will be keeping this one because it is kind of more of a collector's item since it's from the Villains collection. We do have one more lip gloss that is this kind of beigey tone with a little bit of like bluish pink sparkle in there. Very pretty. I do like this one a lot as well, so I'm going to keep that. And then we have a blotted lip that's more of that corally formula, and I really like that, so I am going to keep this one as well. Then we have 2 from L'Oreal, and of the 2, so this is more of one of the glosses. It's kind of like a very silvery pink shade. And then we have this guy that's more of a liquid lipstick that has a very nice, like, light chocolate scent to it, and the shade is this really nice, almost skin toned neutral, and I absolutely love this. Of the liquid lipsticks that I have, this is easily my favorite formula, so I'm definitely going to keep that one, but I can definitively say I never reach for this guy, like, ever, and so I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have 3 from Urban Decay. The first one is a lip plumper that is a cherry flavored one. It has a pretty light sheer formula that's like this peachish pink tone, and I really like this. It's a very nice one. Again, I love the lip plumping thing, and so I'm definitely going to keep this guy. Then we have this gloss, which is like a kind of unicorny looking shade with lots of pink and purple and blue undertones to it. I pretty much never use this guy, and so I think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it because I have other shades that are a little bit similar to this that I just prefer. And then I do have one lipstick from Urban Decay, and it is this deeper tone. It's not quite as black as it's coming across on here. It's more of like a deep eggplant, and it does have a little bit of some shimmer to it. I think you can kind of see a little bit of the purple sparkle in there. And so it's not a traditional matte black. It's more of like an eggplant, and I do use this for some of my Halloween looks. I know that I had used it last year with one look in particular that I had done, and then I applied the Stila lip gloss over the top, and so I do really enjoy this shade. It's a really good one for my skin tone if I'm trying to go down that route, and so I really enjoy it, so I will keep this guy. Then we have 4 of my lip products from Juvia's Place, of which there are 3 glosses, and then this guy that is like a balm, and it's a mango flavored balm. It does not tint your lips yellow. It's very sheer. I think it's yellow just because the flavor of it is mango, and so they were like, let's make it yellow. I like to put this on at night just because it's a light moisturizing effect to it, and so I do enjoy this a lot, so I'm definitely keeping that guy. Then we have these 3 lip glosses. I wear this one for videos like all the time. I really enjoy it, and so I'm definitely keeping this one. I really like this red gloss. It's not quite as pigmented as you would think, but adds a little bit of a red tone. So if I'm wanting to be like halfway daring, I use this guy. So definitely keeping that. And then this guy also, again, is a little bit more sheer than you would think. So it just has a little bit of a tint. So on those times where I'm wanting to be a little bit daring, I'll also wear this one. And I really like all 3 of them. They smell amazing. So yes, keeping all 4 of my Juvia's Place. Then we have 4 from Midas Cosmetics, of which 3 of them are from the Smoky Glow collection. I absolutely love this shade. I really enjoy the corals. Definitely keeping, I'm going to keep all 3 from the Smoky Glow collection just because I love her, and I think that the collection was really cute. I have the Pura box and everything. I think that the gold is really pretty. It has like golds and pink glitters in there, and so even though I don't wear it all that much, just like I don't wear this guy all that much, I think that they are very pretty, and no matter what, I would keep them anyway. I do have this liquid lipstick from Midas Cosmetics, and it is a little bit more on the brownie tone side, and so I don't really reach for it all that much, so I think I am going to go ahead and declutter this one though. Then I have 2 of my JD Glow lip glosses, and I absolutely love these. I think they're so pretty. The shades are actually very similar to each other. The only difference on there is the level of grit of the glitter, and so I don't mean that it's gritty because it's not, but it's like you can see that the pieces of glitter on there, the sparkle is larger in size. It's more of a fine glitter look on this one, but the shifts and tones are very similar on both, and they are so pretty, so definitely keeping those. Then we have 5 products from NARS, and this is a liquid lipstick that is a very deep plum shade. I don't really ever use this. I think it came in a BoxyCharm, and yeah, I pretty much never reach for this, so I'm definitely going to declutter this guy. Then we have this lip gloss, and I definitely do wear this lip gloss. I think it's very pretty. It's a nice pink to like orangey gold shift. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have a little trial size lipstick, and I have literally never reached for this. I think part of it is that because even though it's a neutral tone, it runs almost orange looking on there, and so I'm just not really a fan of that particular tone, and so I am going to also declutter this guy. Then we have 2 lip pencils, and I don't really ever use lip pencils, and as we look at other lip pencils that are going to also be decluttered, this color scheme is very common, that I have a red one and like a mauve-y one. I don't wear either of them. I have a hard enough time just staying in the lines with anything else. If I had to draw on the lines, it just doesn't happen. So pretty much decluttering all of my pencils. So why don't we just get that out of the way? Here are the rest of the pencils. We have 4 from Tristique that has like these little, like that they actually look like pencils, and I don't really ever use them. Then I have 2 that are from Real Her, and I don't really ever use those. Again, it's like a neutral and then a mauve. And then I have 1 that is from Huda Beauty, also don't wear that. And then 1 from Dominique Cosmetics, don't wear that either. So all of these are getting decluttered. Then we have 2 from Wet n Wild, which surprisingly I actually really like. I don't get a ton of drugstore, but the one L'Oreal one that I have, and then both of these, I really like. Especially this guy is just a super fun gloss to wear, and I absolutely love it. It's a little more sheer, but it just provides like this really fun, almost holographic kind of shimmer on there. Love it. Wear it frequently, so I'm definitely keeping that guy. This is more of a cream gloss, and it's a very pretty pink, and so I do also on occasion like wearing this. It's definitely more on the pastel side, but still really pretty, and so I'm keeping both of these. Then we have all of my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip products. We have 2 of the more recently released lip stains, one of which is this really nice like medium pink tone, and then the other one is more of a mauve tone. I do enjoy this formula. I think lip stains are nice, and especially for like mask wearing, even though that's becoming somewhat less of a thing, I do still more often than not wear my mask. And so I like wearing this if I want a little bit of color without it going absolutely everywhere. Then we have 2 liquid lipsticks that are these very bright pinks. And I do really like these, even though I'm not as much of a fan of the liquid lipstick formula from Anastasia Beverly Hills. These 2 shades are absolutely beautiful, and I really enjoy them, so I'm gonna hold on to those. Then we have these 3 guys. This is also a liquid lipstick, but it's one of the more metallic-y shades. And again, since I'm not a huge fan of the liquid lipstick formula, I don't really reach for this all that much. Even though I am keeping the pink ones, I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy, because I reach for these on occasion still, never reach for this guy. So he's getting decluttered. Then I have these 2 lip glosses, and I think that they are very pretty. I love the gold one. I especially love the purplish blue one with a little bit of the pink shift to it. Very pretty, so I'm gonna keep both of those. Then we have 3 from Perfect Diary, which is a brand that I had like seen online. It was like one of those Facebook type advertisements, and I was like, the packaging is beautiful, and I primarily got it because one of the like collection boxes that you could get was very reminiscent of like Sailor Moon, like all the stars and moons and everything on the packaging, and so that was the primary reason why I got it. But there were also a few others that were really pretty packaging, and so I have all the palettes to go along with them. But we do also have these 2 liquid lipsticks. This is a very deep scarlet red, and then this is more of that corally orangey red type shade. I really never reach for any of these, and so I think I'm going to keep this guy just because, again, the packaging, but I think I'm definitely going to declutter both of these. Then we have the 4 lipsticks that I will be keeping that are luxury brand. These are the only like super duper high-end lip products that I have, just because I don't have that kind of money to be spending. These products were ridiculous. But I did mainly get them for the packaging, and so we can clearly see the Chanel symbol on this one, and it is more of like, even though it isn't a lipstick type thing, it comes across a bit more like a balm, and it's a nice corally shade, and so I do on occasion reach for it. It's a pretty color. But again, even if I never wear any of it, it costs enough to where I will keep it just for the packaging. Then we have one from Gucci, which it's definitely got some heft to it, which was nice, but it was significantly thinner than I was expecting. Like if you look at the Givenchy one, how much thicker that one is in comparison. And yes, I did learn how to say Givenchy. Don't worry, you won't have to hear me say Givenchy anymore. My mom explained to me how to say it. So the Gucci one is also more of just a nice kind of corally red, and so again, on occasion I will wear it. It's not bad. It's a typical lipstick formula. so you do on occasion have to check your teeth, which is probably why I so rarely wear them. Then from the Givenchy one, which BT dubs, this packaging is stunning. That is definitely the main reason why I got it. This flower design on here is absolutely beautiful. And then when you look at the lipstick itself, look at the sparkle. It's such a pretty pink, and then that sparkle on top of it, like I never want to use this because it's just too pretty. Oh my goodness, so nice. So yes, I really like just looking at that one. And then I do have one from Decay, and I was really excited to see that part of the proceeds from this one do go towards elephant preservation in Africa, and so I thought that was really nice. And this guy also, a bit more red rather than pink tones like the Givenchy one, but again with the sparkle. Although I will say I have tried this one a couple times, and the sparkle is mainly just on the outside. You can kind of see on the area where I've used it, there's not really any sparkle that's showing up because it is just on the outside, and so as you apply it, it's just a slightly shimmery lipstick, and so that was a little bit sad, but it is still very pretty and has a little magnetic. Woo! So these are the last of the more indie brand style that I have. So we have Dose of Colors. It's a really pretty gold gloss, has the Mickey Mouse branding on top. I do on occasion reach for it, but not a ton. But even if I didn't reach for it all that much, I would still keep it just because I love the Disney packaging on there, and so I would just save it as a collector's item. Then we have from Notoriously Morbid this absolutely stunning multi-chrome lip, and it is like a green to bluish to purplish a little bit shift, but when you apply it, they were showing pictures on there as you add layers that it just gets more and more pigmented. Like the first layer is fairly sheer, but by the time you get to the third layer, it is like, holy cow. And so I am very excited to kind of try this guy out and see just how pigmented it gets, because if you have to have like 3 layers, I would hope that they somehow did a formula where it doesn't feel thick, because that's my biggest concern, is that if I have to add 3 layers to get like maximum pigment and it feels thick, I'm never gonna wear it again. And so I am very intrigued to try this guy out. Then we have from MBA Cosmetics, this is just kind of an iridescent-y balm, and it's got definitely some shifts to it, so I am interested to try this guy out as well. Both the Notoriously Morbid and the MBA Cosmetics ones are more recent purchases that I have not had a chance to try out yet, but I am interested to see how iridescent this shows up. I do have one lip product from Sydney Grace, and it's this really pretty kind of mauve-y tone. Haven't tried this one out yet either, so I am very excited to do that. But yeah, it's a really pretty shade. Then we have from Hank & Henry. This is a very hot pink tone. I have used it once when I did the unboxing of all of the Hank & Henry products that I got. I really like the packaging, and so even though I don't really reach for it all that much, I think that the owl is kind of cute on the front, and so I'm just going to keep this as like the packaging is really pretty. And then the last one is from Thrive Cosmetics. This is a really beautiful, just light pink, more sheer lip gloss. Very pretty. I like the packaging. I like what Thrive stands for, and so yeah, definitely holding on to this one as well. All right, next up we can see where I have a little bit of an addiction to Buxom. I have a ton of their lip products, and the main reason for that is, again, because I love lip plumpers. I don't mind the tingly feeling at all, and I absolutely love the shades. I love the smells. They're so good, and so I have a ton of them, and they range from like the little mini ones to the full-size ones. We have cremes, we have metallic ones, we have the newest of the plumpers, which actually has collagen inside, and so if you use it frequently, supposedly it like forever makes your lips thicker. I can't say that I've noticed that, but I've also only used it a couple times so far. But of the tinglies, the most tingly, so keep that in mind. But it is a really nice clear gloss. I have 4 of the full size that are more of your metallic shades, and these were all like holiday flavors that they had. So we've got like autumn, hazel, cider, like all of these really nice ones. I absolutely love them. They smell just like fall. They're so, so good. We have two very bright red ones that I absolutely love, especially this guy because it is a little bit more of like an orangey red, whereas this is like a red, and so I like this one especially. Then we have all of the cream ones, and again, with this one, I think I'm gonna hold on to it because I like the peach scent of it, but I don't really reach for this one a ton. I definitely reach for these two a little bit more because you can see the tonal difference on there a little bit more on the pink side with these, whereas this one is like outright like beigey. And so I definitely use these a lot more. This guy is like down to here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy just because I don't really have a whole lot left anyway. So we're gonna declutter that one. Definitely keeping this one because I do still have like a little more than half left in this one. So I'm gonna keep this guy. Of these, I think that this one is very similar to this shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. All three of these are definitely very similar to the more full-size fall line that I have over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter these as well. So we're just gonna keep the one mini and then all of the full-size ones. Then we have three different groups of just like singular shades that I have from brands. So we have a gloss from Manhattan. I do enjoy this one, but again, have this shade like 10 times over, and so I'm gonna keep it from some of the other brands, and I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. This is apparently that Katy Perry had a brand. I do really like the pink of it, and I like the little cat head that's on the top of the packaging. I think that's kind of cute. And so I'm gonna keep this guy just because I think it's kind of cute. Then we have from Essence this more champagne-y shade, and I do really enjoy this one, but I have, again, plenty of other champagne-y shade ones, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. Then we have this shade from About Face, which is more of the metallic-y rather than the glittery lip gloss. It is an interesting formula. I need to try it a few more times before I can really definitively say whether I like it or not, but the packaging is really, really nice, so I think I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer. Then we have from Il Makiage, this is a lip cream, and so I would imagine that it comes across a little bit more like a slightly more moisturizing lip stain. The packaging, this is definitely the most hefty packaging. It is actual thick glass that is on there and very, very heavy. I would say it definitely weighs at least a pound. Like, it is heavy, but I don't really reach for it all that much, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. Then we have from Smashbox this beautiful coral shade, and along with the Stila coral shade, this is probably the second most reached for coral shade that I own, and so I'm definitely gonna hold on to this guy because where the Stila shade is more of a gloss, this guy is a gloss, but it's not as shimmery as that one. This is more of a creme type shimmer, and I really, really like it. Then we have from IBY, this is a liquid lipstick, and I actually really enjoy this shade. It's definitely closer skin toned, and I think it's really, really nice, and so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this one. All right, and then these are the last of everything. So we have one balm that is from Le Muse. Again, this has some heft to it. It's pretty thick, but this is a very dark shade, and so I never reach for this. So even though I absolutely love the packaging, and I kind of wish that the shade had been more similar to this lilac-y tone because it's very pretty, but since it's that deeper tone, I don't really reach for it, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. I am also going to declutter this lipstick. It is a bright, bright red, but I just never really reach for it. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. I don't even know what brand this is. Like, it didn't readily say, and I don't recognize this symbol, so I'm just gonna declutter it. Then we have from MAC. This is pretty much the only product that I have left from MAC, and it's again a really nice red. I don't really reach for it all that much, but just to have one like actual solid red lipstick, I'm gonna hold on to it. But I pretty much over the last few months have decluttered everything else from MAC because their lip formula on their glosses, their liquid lipsticks, everything, I'm just not a fan of. And so I'll just hold on to this one shade, probably at some point in the future. Gonna declutter it though. Then we have from Bite Beauty. I had decluttered the other lip product that I have from them, so this is really the only thing left. It is a deeper scarlet red lipstick, and again, I don't really reach for this at all, and even though the formula of the other Bite Beauty product that I had was decent, it's not something that I really ever feel the need to grab, so I'm not overly concerned. I'm just gonna declutter it. Then we have from Illuminati this really pretty kind of champagne-y white lip gloss. And even though I haven't really tried this out all that much, I thought that the packaging was really, really pretty. So I'm just gonna hold on to it mainly for the packaging. I might at some point get around to actually trying it out, but yeah, for right now, I'll hold on to it just for the packaging. Then we have from Clarins, this is a Velvet Lip Perfector. I don't really use things in tubes anymore. Like the last couple declutters that I've done, I've gotten rid of like 99% of tube products. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter this guy as well. They're always a mess to me, and they get everywhere, and I don't like that I can't see what's inside, because especially with a lot of your more liquidy products, I want to be able to see inside to help me be able to know if it's expired or not. So I just don't like tubes. Then we have from Trust Fund Beauty. This is another really pretty kind of corally shade. I have not tested this one out yet, and so I am going to hold on to it to see if I like the formula of this one more than the Smashbox or the Stila. And so yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this guy. Then we have from Ulta, they had come out with like a Harry Potter collection, and this one is with Luna Lovegood. It's a really pretty light pink, and I think that the formula to me comes across as very similar to what you get with the ColourPop Luxe formula. And I really like it, and no matter what, I would keep it just because it's Luna Lovegood and it's a collector item to me. Then we have from Sol de Janeiro, which they have that Bum Bum cream that everybody really loves. I love it too, and I had gotten like a collection that was the Bum Bum cream, the shampoo and conditioner that has the same scent, and then it also came with this lip product. But again, this is a very deep brown. It has a nice scent to it, but it's not like it's not the same, let's put it that way, as the Bum Bum cream. It's a little bit of a different scent, but I never reach for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. Then we have from Lime Crime, this is the Wet Cherry Gloss, and it's very similar to the Urban Decay and the Juvia's Place, and so I reach for it a lot. I enjoy it. It smells really nice, and so yeah, I'm gonna definitely hold on to this guy. So last product is from Sugar Rush. It's a liquid lipstick, and the color is fairly similar to this brown outside packaging. It is a little bit of a deeper tone than the packaging, but I don't really reach for this ever because again, I don't like the more brownish tones. I prefer the mauve tones, and so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. All right, so out of everything, we decluttered all of this, and I feel like we did pretty good, although I do still have all of this, so quite a bit, but I feel like not half bad to have gotten rid of this many. I think that's a decent declutter. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the rest of my collection. You know, what are your thoughts on the different products? Are there any products that I decluttered where you're like, I can't believe you decluttered that? And then are there any products that I kept where you're like, I can't believe you kept that? Let me know either way. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you did not. Let me know either way as usual. And yeah, if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would sure love it if you would subscribe. Come join my family on here. We are going through my entire makeup collection, as well as just talking a whole bunch about colorful makeup, indie brands, all the things. And so if that sounds like something that's fun for you, by all means, kick a subscribe my way. But other than that, that was my entire lip collection, and you guys just go have a good one.